Now, the Special Investigation Unit is probing the awarding of honours degrees at Fort Hare University. President Cyril Ramaphosa has authorised an investigation into the institution's affairs. The SIU will also look into the awarding of 4 tenders at the university. To expand, we're now joined by the SIU spokesperson, Kaizer Kganyago. A very good afternoon to you. Thank you for your time. A lot of attention on Fort Hare University, and your investigation really speaks to several elements. Talk to us about what exactly you're probing and how this came about.
Thank you very much, Mpo, and to your viewers. The investigation is going to be done under Proclamation R84 of 2022, which was signed and gazetted on Friday. Then what we are going to be looking into is the allegations of maladministrations in the awarding of honours degrees, mismanagement of funds, and sourcing of public servants to study into various faculty programs by individuals for personal gain. That was one of the first things that was brought to our attention. But further to that, we are now going to also look into some of the tenders that were given by the university in a manner that is not in compliance with the law, and those includes the cleaning and gardening services tender. It has got the leasing of student accommodation tender, and the one that deals with the repair of air conditioning in the organization. But also we'll look into collusion between the university and the service providers, where people in the university held direct or indirect interest in some of the companies that were given work.
How much money are we looking at here as you conduct these investigations, especially looking at the tenders?
Obviously, we are scoping that as we speak. Our teams will be at the university starting from next week, and they will have to look into all of those tenders, because sometimes we give figures, but only the figure only deals with what the tender value was. But we find when we get there that there are more other related kind of tenders. Therefore, let us scope the work first and be able to say to the public later how much is involved here.
Okay, because it was reported in March already that around 13.5 million rand or 13.9 million rand. So we're looking within that margin in terms of a multi-million tender system here being cheated, the university being cheated out of those millions.
Yes, that is the value of the contracts. But like I say, when you get closer to the investigation, you start getting tentacles of some of the things that might not have been reported. Therefore, we will then be able to, once we've scoped the work, to know exactly what we are dealing with.
And the awarding of honours degrees is another aspect that you're probing. In terms of time frames, how far back are you looking? And what raised the red flag within that space when it comes to the probe that's now being launched on the honours degrees?
Yes, on this issue, we are going to look at the time as far back as 2012 up until now, and any time before and any time after as per the proclamation. You'll remember that it has been reported a lot about what was happening at Fort Hare, where people were accepted into honours degrees even when they did not even have a junior degree. And even at higher levels. Therefore, those are the things that were brought to our attention, and at the moment we are dealing with that as we speak, and we hope that we will do it quickly, because we've already signed a memorandum of understanding between ourselves and the university to make sure that they assist us in speeding up this process. Have
any arrests taken place during this process? Because the names of the people who are allegedly involved in the tender system have already been out there in the public. They're known in terms of reports.
Obviously, as you might know, we are not involved in the issue that relates to the arrest of people. We can only start our work once the president has signed the proclamation. We have submitted the proclamation to the president's office, and we are now happy that it has been signed and gazetted, and therefore our team has got now the powers to go into the university, get the documentation, and then where we find criminality, we will obviously make sure that the Hawks and the National Prosecuting Authority take this matter forward and deal with that. If they have started the investigation on the criminal side, then they will indicate to us how far they are.
Very well. Thank you so much. Let's leave it there for now. SIU spokesperson Kaizer Kganyago there speaking about how the SIU is going to investigate allegations of corruption at the University of Fort Hare, speaking to the awarding of honours degrees and also unlawful tenders that were roped out there at the university.